Good day. I've just been out doing Australian things like boomeranging, Aussie rules football, and playing a bit of cricket. And I've also been looking for wild creatures too. I think I spotted something. Isn't he cute? Well, got a bit of a story for you. Not a story, it's just something that happened to me the other day. I could surf before I could walk. I mean, when I was a kid I didn't even want to walk. It was lucky because we lived on a beach, and that meant I had instant access to the sea. But the problem was being so small. It looked like the water was an eternity away. The sand looked like a desert when really it was just a couple of meters. But I was so determined to do it. It was my calling. Even at the age of 2, I knew that surfing and surfing alone was what I wanted to do. As a couple of years went, people tried putting me off with all kinds of stories and put downs. Get a proper job, they used to say. The school kids used to snigger. They used to go fully dressed to their Saturday jobs in smart little suits and shoes, and their mum used to comb their hair over to one side for them and things like that. Whilst I was heading straight for the beach with my Hawaiian shorts on. And my surfboard, of course, and maybe a cricket bat and a boomerang. Anyway, I was walking up to the beach and I remember this old guy. He looked like a pirate, I thought at first, but no, there was something strange about him. I saw him docking his one-man, rugged, tattered, dishevelled-looking boat near my house. And he shouted over to me, "This could be mine and her's last voyage." And that's what he was saying as I approached him. I was completely in awe of this man. The things he must have seen on his travels just overwhelmed me. There was also an air about him. He lived in his own world, often not noticing things or people around him, but there was an aura that surrounded him. When he looked at you, which was not often, but when he did, it was as if he was looking into your very soul. He could see the very things you wanted hidden. He knew before I even spoke that my passion was to see, just like his. I opened my mouth, but no words came out. I thought, what's going on? My imagination... My imagination was running away. The dreams I had all came flooding back. This man had been at one with the sea. And in this deep, mysterious voice, he seemed to tap into my mind with these beautiful words. "The sea is the dinner host. Come and enjoy, but don't overstay your welcome. The sea possesses 3/4 of the land's surface, yet it can't go anywhere beyond where it is. It is locked in, bound by the lesser one, the land. The sea is a slave, obedient but rebellious, calm at the shore, but far from the shore it fights, hurling boats from side to side, whipping crafts all about, yet it tries and allows for safe passages of certain, perhaps lucky vessels. The sea is bipolar." One minute tired and depressed, the next anxious and angry. But yet the sea has no governor. It allows, permits crime. Its inhabitants fight and devour one another. The sea is an outcast. The winds whip it with hurricanes. What can the sea do? It unleashes waves, after waves, after waves, after waves. Oh, terrible the sea. Think before you sail the ocean blue. Think of the sea and its wild anger, its beauty. The sea is my only love, only home, and only friend, only desire. And it will be yours too. Or remember shit. Was this guy for real? There was another like me? I was stunned. How could this be? I've spent my whole life being told I shouldn't be who I am. I do what I want to do, and finally, at the age of 14, I find someone who defies all of this. It upsets and angers me. I never had many friends. I was the loner kid. Sitting in the corner, not talking or looking at anyone. You know? I was the one with strange surfing clothes. The braces. The uncool shoes. The victim. For as long as I can remember, I've been picked on. Whether it was just a snide comment across the classroom, or someone nicking my surfboard and hiding it, which angered me. Or pushing me over, by accident. There was always something, and this brought me down every day. Every day. The awful thing was, nobody seemed to care. The teachers chose not to see it. My friends just said, don't make eye contact and get on with it. My parents just told me to deal with it. Just ignore them was one of their favourite lines. What I would have given to be alone like this gentleman. Me, the sea, no cares, no worries. Just me. In the gentle, calm sound of the sea, my boat and my surfboard. I'll dock in ports around the world, see different cultures, and taste different foods. I'd ride waves to my heart's content, absorbing the scenery and sea breeze as I did so. You're a waste of space. Grow up. What about your future? The voices of these prophets of doom were whirling around in my head. And this is the first time I was confident enough to think, screw you, Mum. Screw you, Dad. Screw you, Mrs. Teacher. I'll do what I want to do. And this man was my ticket. I remember back to when he said that this could be his last voyage, and perhaps hers too. He looked really old and didn't really look well. I ran back to my house to say, Mum, this guy needs help. But when I looked back, when I was just about to go in the door, he disappeared. Nowhere to be seen. It was like he just vanished, became one with the sea, you know. They always say that a man dies with his ship, goes down to Davy Jones's locker. I was astonished. So I ran back over to the ship, and there was a note there saying, Sam, this is yours, so take it. I was really upset because I just didn't know why he'd do this. He was a stranger and he'd done all of this for me. But I knew this was my lucky break. I'd never had any close friends, and my parents didn't like me, so I just thought, yeah, I'll do this. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I hopped aboard the boat, ran my hands along the perfect ebony wood. The interior was perfect, unlike the exterior was slightly rugged and sea-worn. The sun was glinting off the seas like a diamond in a jeweller's. The one that just shines out to you, the most expensive, the $1 million diamond. And I thought, I'm going to sail towards that diamond. I am. I'm going to go, and no one can stop me. So with the wind in my hair, I let the sails drop. The white sails drop. The wind filled them up, and it was away. And when I looked back, there was no one to wave me off. And you know what? I smiled. I smiled because I didn't care. This was my calling and I was going to do it. The second time I looked back, I couldn't even see the shore. I'd always been a good navigator, but I was so scared because I had no maps and no compass. But I looked, and there was a pile of money and loads of maps and a compass. Many routes had been plotted, perhaps to stay away from the dangerous ones and go the best. This was it, man. I knew it.